Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for November 2015. This month you have it's been interesting for everybody. I've read for, but I kind of work backwards sometimes. So I start at Pisces and go backwards. So you guys are kind of at the end of my readings, for the monthlies here. And everybody's been pretty interesting to say the least. And a lot of similar messages have come up. But the first card you have is the Queen of Hearts, which can definitely be, it can literally be your mother coming in to offer you some advice this month. It would be advice that you want to take. It could also be your spouse. It could be male or female as well, if it's your spouse, or just somebody you are with in a relationship with, and they could be offering you some very good advice. It would come off as very nurturing advice, so that's how you would know like what advice it is, if that makes any sense, or who this person is they would come off as very nurturing and wanting to take care of you with the advice. And it is definitely advice that you should take this month, big time. So definitely if your mother comes to you this month and you know what I mean, offers you advice. We have Thanksgiving this month, so you could definitely be around family. So if somebody in your family who is like a mother, could be like an aunt or something like that, comes in and offers you advice, definitely listen up and listen to it. For others of you, I'm actually getting that this could be a love relationship coming in. It would be a water sign, and again, it could be male or female. I don't attach sex to the signs. And it could be, again, somebody who's more nurturing, more of a nurturing type of relationship for you. So that is a very good sign as well. Next, you have the Two of Clubs coming in, which is a card of really focusing on yourself this month, really taking care of yourself, really making sure that you focus on yourself and protect yourself this month. Kind of like when this card comes up, typically people want to work by themselves. Even they want to work really on themselves or for themselves. Even in jobs, they don't. It's like when this card comes up, you might just want to be alone. You might not want to work with like a group or anything like that, and that's okay. I feel like there are going to be opportunities for you again this month to work in groups if you have a job, but I think that there will also be an opportunity for you to say, you know what, I don't want to be part of this group. I have a couple other projects I'd rather work on that I feel like I could do this month, and I think you should do that if the option is there. I think you should work by yourself. I think you'll do just a much better job. Same with the business. Focus on yourself. I think, this card comes in, and it can bring up some fears inside of you. However, if you can overcome those fears, you can be very, very successful. I tell this story a lot with this card. If you look at celebrities who are born under this card, and I just use celebrities because it's easier to go look this stuff up on the internet. But if you search Two of Clubs birth card and you look at celebrities who are born under this card, they all experienced a great deal of challenges before they were successful. But then they always had to overcome they have some fear story every single time where they had to overcome a fear to kind of to reach that level of success. So I think you might have to overcome some fears or do some things that kind of scare you this month, but I think what's coming afterwards is enormous and will be really helpful for your life. So definitely don't be afraid to do things that scare you this month or anything like that. You have the Eight of Spades coming up. It's come up for a couple other signs. Definitely makes sense with Thanksgiving for those of you that are in the States. Thanksgiving this month, and if you're not in the States, what this card is all about is about overindulgence and eating too much or drinking too much or partying too much or whatever. It definitely just says, take it easy. And here's the problem with this card, is that eights reward hard work. So the Eight of Spades is all about overindulgence. So if you drink a little bit too much, guess what? They reward hard work. Well, drinking too much, the Eight of Spades considers that hard work. So then it's like, you drink too much, great, let's drink more. And then you could get into a drinking cycle. Or if you eat too much, it could kick you off a diet. Like if you're on a diet or something like that and you're trying to be good. So just watch it. It doesn't say don't eat a lot on Thanksgiving. I mean, we all want to eat a lot on Thanksgiving. It just says make sure you don't get into one of these cycles. It's also a card, I really say this, it's very important with this card, that you don't drink and drive with this card, especially this month. I mean, November, think about it. If you're in the States, the cops are out in force this month because, it's Thanksgiving. So they're always looking to nail people around that time who have been drinking and driving and things like that. Even if you have one drink, don't drive. Just don't do it. Find somebody to drive you home or whatever. Just don't chance it with this card because weird things can happen. I've seen it happen with this card, even with clients that I've warned in the past, and seen just weird, strange things happen like that where they get in trouble or whatever for drinking and driving. So just don't. I always give that warning, even if you only have one drink. Don't. Just please take that warning seriously with this card, especially if you're in the States around Thanksgiving time. Just don't even risk it. Next, finally, I should say, you have the Joker, which is great because this is you. Joker represents Gemini. Joker is the card of Gemini, really, and I say this all the time. Traditionally, it's not read this way. However, the Joker represents like the superpowers of Gemini, which is the ability to work by yourself, kind of like I said on that Two of Clubs, to really focus on yourself, the ability to handle multiple things at once. Gemini is very good at working on like 10 projects at once, where everybody else is working on like one project. So that's why I say, like, in work, you could really shine this month and really show off in a good way by doing like 10 projects while everybody else is doing one project, because the Joker allows you to complete those projects very, very well. The Joker can complete projects to a high degree of accuracy, very accurate. And everybody else, they'll hand in their projects and they'll be crap. They won't be very good. So it's really a chance for you to kind of show off at work or in business and really get ahead this month with this card. So all in all, great month. Just watch the drinking and eating and things like that. That's the one warning, and you'll have a great time. So thank you for watching.